Hello, House District 6-2. I'm State Representative Pat Marsh from Shelbyville. I represent Bedford and Lincoln counties, and today I want to ask you to come with me on a history tour of our state capitol. We're going to show you some videos of our capitol, but first off, I want to show you the view that I have out of my office window here in the Cordell Hull building. Fabulous view, full of history, and I want to let you look at this, and then we will start a tour, and let me show you some history about our state capitol. As you begin your tour of the state capitol, let's go through the information desk and visitors entrance. This first floor is known for its portraits. The first is a portrait of William Strickland, the Capitol architect. Strickland designed the Capitol in a Greek revival style with large columns and limestone material. He also worked on the U.S. Capitol designs and built a steeple for the Independence Hall in Pennsylvania. As you continue on the left, you'll see three portraits hanging on the wall. These are of the three U.S. presidents from Tennessee: Andrew Jackson, the 7th president, James K. Polk, the 11th president, and Andrew Johnson, the 17th president. Tennessee is the 5th state with the most presidents, only behind New York, Ohio, Virginia, and Massachusetts. Look who's around the corner, Governor Bill Lee.
Hey everyone, Governor Bill Lee here. Welcome to the state capitol. I'm standing in front of the governor's office, where folks come in on a regular basis to talk about any number of things with either the governor or governor's staff. I just want to say that it is the highest honor to serve the people of Tennessee as the governor, and to work alongside committed public servants, the constitutional officers across the hall here, members of the legislature who meet here in this historic building as well, men and women who are committed to serving every single one of the people that live in the state of Tennessee. Welcome to the Capitol. Glad you're taking this virtual tour. We hope that you will come in person soon.
Walk down the hall and you will run into the original Tennessee State Supreme Court chamber. In the remodeling of the 1937-38, this area was divided into offices with masonry walls which stayed for 50 years. In 1988, the alterations were removed and the room restored to the way it looked in the 1850s. As you go back toward the middle of the Capitol, look halfway up the stairs. On the right, there's a chip in the handrail. This is believed to be from a bullet fired from the stairs above during a bitter fight in the legislature over the ratification of the 14th Amendment in 1866. Also on the stairs is an inscription from before-mentioned architect, William Strickland. The light you see above you is one of the two original gasoliers to the Capitol. It was converted to electricity in 1895. Nothing to worry about, it is inspected regularly. The Tennessee General Assembly is made up of two chambers, the House of Representatives and the Senate. On our first stop is the House floor. You never know who you may run into.
Welcome to the Tennessee House of Representatives. I'm Speaker Cameron Sexton. Thank you for doing this tour today. Interesting thing about the House, we have 99 members from across our great state. They represent about 70,000 people in each district. I hope you enjoy this tour today. I look forward to seeing you soon. If you can make it here for real, we'll be happy to welcome you here. But for today, I hope you enjoyed the tour.
The House chamber holds 99 members, representing 65,000 citizens for each representative district. An interesting fact about the House chamber is that the columns in the gallery are from Nashville, as a Tennessee Building Commission for the Capitol had a focus on local sourcing and keeping budgets conservative. Some ideas in Tennessee never change. Between the House and Senate chambers, where visitors typically sit during floor sessions, are two reliefs on the wall. The first is from an event on August the 20th, 1920, when Tennessee became the final state to ratify the 19th Amendment, giving women the right to vote. Across the way is a relief honoring rights gained by African Americans during Reconstruction after the Civil War with the 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendments. Now we have reached the Senate, and it looks like we have a special guest to greet us.
Hello, I'm Randy McNally. I'm a member of the Senate, one of the 33 members. I'm elected Speaker of the Senate. Every 2 years, I have a 4-year term as a member of the Senate. In the Senate, we have 27 Republicans and we have 6 Democratic members. We alternate every 2 years. It's the even numbers that are elected, and the other 2 years it's the odd number that are elected. I serve as the Speaker. I appoint all the committees. I run the Senate on a day-to-day basis. I appoint all the officers. I appoint special committees. I work with the Speaker of the House and the Governor to develop legislative packages. And it's a good working relationship that I have with Speaker Sexton and Governor Lee. Thank you. I hope you all enjoy your tour.
The Senate has 33 members representing larger districts than the representatives. In the Senate chamber, the columns are also original and from East Tennessee marble. The ironwork is also original. Following the Tennessee way, if you do it right the first time, your decisions will stand the test of time. As you exit the Senate chamber, go across the hall to the State Library. Legislators and guests regularly hold meetings in this room, and many of the features are original. The large iron staircase ascends to levels of the state resources and history kept in this room and gives you a great view of the original gasolier. Now we move on to the exterior of the Capitol. On the north end of the Capitol walls is the tomb of William Strickland. Before the building was finished, Strickland died, but it was his desire to be buried in the tomb he designed. Oddly enough, the chairman of the building commission, Samuel Morgan, is buried in the south wall of the Capitol in an identical tomb. The Tennessee State Capitol is built on the highest hill in downtown Nashville, where many homes and neighborhoods surrounded it before being built into a government building for the state. But there is still 360-degree greenspan around the Capitol. Starting with the East Garden, one of the most prominent statues in Tennessee is of President Andrew Jackson. The statue is facing the Capitol with a salute of the war hero's hat. Jackson is the first president of the United States from Tennessee and is sitting atop his horse, as he oftentimes was during his command in the United States military. Jackson is not the only U.S. president with a prominence at the Capitol. President James K. Polk and his wife Sarah are both buried on the grounds. This is their second resting place, as their tomb, also designed by William Strickland, was moved when their home downtown was demolished. Nearby, down the steps, is a statue of Alvin C. York, the greatest enlisted soldier of World War I. Some of the other items included in the East Gardens include the replica Liberty Bell, based on the famous image from Pennsylvania, the Holocaust Memorial honoring the victims of the Nazis in World War II, distinguished by 6 cedar trees planted in 1986, a Holy Rosary Catholic marker to mark the now demolished First Catholic Church in Tennessee, and a Masonic marker from 1927, which contains a time capsule of Nashville set to be opened in 2027. As you continue along the circular trail around the Capitol, you'll come to the north grounds. There are 2 large items here. The first is the original Capitol columns from the exterior of the building. These columns were mined just over on Charlotte Avenue in downtown Nashville. They had to be replaced due to being too soft over time to support the building. Next is the answer bell. This tower chimes in response to the 95 bells representing Tennessee's 95 counties every hour in the Bicentennial Mall seen over the Capitol porch. Thank you very much for taking the tour with me today. I hope you learned something and saw what a special building we have in Tennessee called our state capitol. I want to invite you to come down and visit with me. Contact me or my assistant anytime and we'll be glad to help. Thank you again for this tour today.